Welcome to CW, Connecting World. The world is full of contrasts. Injustice, corruption and poverty take stand against consideration, solidarity and prosperity. Terms that could be experienced as unfair clash against unearned luxury. It is man's duty to hold in trust and develop our joint inheritance and improve it, so we all can benefit from it. It's up to us to provide the most vulnerable groups an enriched life in dignity. In the short run, the only solution to meet great needs might be aid and gifts. But in the long run, new and other ways of thinking is necessary to be able to reach the UN Millennium Goals. To establish a higher sustainable standard of living for the poor, one must make it possible for everybody to develop their own creativity and through hard work master their own destiny. We must provide the requirements for everybody to be able to create, develop and refine their ideas and abilities so we all can live a richer life. This can be done without the wealthy ones getting poorer. How can we make this happen? Is there a formula? How does one create economic growth in a country, in a company, for a family, or simply for you? Awareness how to economize available resources is one necessity, and above that, what we in CW express as follows. A sustainable economic growth in the long run can only be achieved through a constant flow of assets that has its origin outside of the core where the growth is to be achieved. It is obvious for everyone with 3 coins in their pocket, growth is not created by just moving them around. That won't multiply them. A new inflow has to be created. This is not always obvious for authorities and advisors who sometimes want to create growth just by stirring the pot with domestic policies, that is, moving around the coins between the pockets. However, CW leaves agitation and politics to others. But everything isn't about money. There is also strength in the personal development and the transfer of knowledge that comes from increased contacts between cultures. Also, the joy that originates from personal friendship, which often is founded on new business contact, shall not be underestimated. In this way, more people will be able to create their own destiny. There is an old saying in the East, it's better to teach a man how to fish than to give him a fish every time. The task of CW is simply to be a facilitator in the process of creation of international business, both for the already existing companies in the world and for the companies to be. We in CW are totally convinced of the benefits of globalization, in which a borderless and free trade business leads to increased export and import of goods and services. We find it especially pleasing when the ordinary man with a great business idea gets a chance to develop and realize his dreams. Only free trade of products and services, knowledge and education can make the world a better place. It has always been so, and it will always be so. Our mission is to make it possible for more people to benefit from open and international business. Anyone who wants to do international business should have an opportunity to do so. In our vision, we see a scenario where small, middle-sized and new companies can find a bigger arena than their usual domestic market. We see a world where distances between business world and society and distances between different business cultures are decreased. Modern communication technology helps people to find new friends and business partners. Large countries have large domestic markets, markets that the companies can prosper by. Smaller countries have minor domestic markets, making it vital for them in order to increase their market share and grow, to find new markets through export. The requirement is, of course, that there always has to exist a supply and demand for the product or service at hand. If this is fulfilled, then CW is the way out in the world for you, in every direction, whether you want to sell or buy production capability, products or services. CW will assist you to find safe business partners. Who can give an entrepreneur the best advice? Another entrepreneur, of course. Who wants to hire a swimming instructor who is only familiar with the theory of swimming but who cannot swim? All counselors and business developers within CW are entrepreneurs themselves. They understand the reality and condition of everyday life for an entrepreneur. No matter if you are meeting face-to-face or via internet, CW has the solution for you that results in sustainable growth. CW is the one place for all business in all countries. The more businessmen who join CW and register as members, the better we can help you to meet the right partners, the right suppliers and the right customers. More contacts create more business. More business creates more jobs. More jobs create prosperity for more people, and more people get the opportunity to create their own future. The CW catchwords are human, growth, independent, global, business. It is our conviction that services and production which are based on just and humane conditions and fair trade will become more prosperous in the long run. Miserable and unjust working condition or even slavery will over time constitute the ruin of all business. When the world gets smaller, people grow. When people grow based on developed skills and better education, it leads to increased knowledge and understanding of other cultures. Growth and development in the world, both economically as well as in other ways, will follow. CW is a commercial company fully independent of all political, religious and special interests. We want you and every entrepreneur to have the same possibility to be independent. CW wants to facilitate for all the possibility to make global business based on global environmental thinking and human rights. We must all stand up for an endurable and sustainable society. The aim of CW is to promote business between companies in all countries without borders and limits and without unnecessary middlemen. Everyone in CW is an entrepreneur. Many of us are genuine salesmen and we know the conditions for international business. The task of CW is to create independent ways of establishing contacts between companies in all countries in the world with the aim of generating concrete business. CW will be of assistance to our members and give professional support and advice and facilitate making a sound business idea become reality. The CW motto is straight and simple: more contacts, more businesses, more jobs. Finally, all we aim for is in the name, connecting world for a sustainable, human, long-term growth for as many as possible.